Hi everybody, it's me, Vermin Supreme. I'm sorry, I got a little distracted there, I guess. Smoking a little bit of dispensary weed, if you know what I mean. Normally on the show, of course, we smoke nothing but the finest homegrown, grown in my own home or in my own yard, as the case may be. But me and Becky went on a little trip, and we went up and did our thing. We stopped at a dispensary, and yeah, we bought a little weed. So that's nice. Change of pace, something new flavor. And hi, everybody. Welcome once again to High Noon with Vermin Supreme, the show where sometimes I get animated and excited, and sometimes I don't. So we'll see which particular kind of day that is today. Depends on the weed. Okay, so as you know, the essential outline of the show is I start drinking coffee. You start commenting. I start talking about what you're commenting. Say hello to the new folks. Say hello to the old folks, and like that. As you know, it's a very beautiful morning. I hope it is where you are. Had a little rain last night. That was fine. Went dumpster diving. Got some good food. And so let's start there now. Once again, of course, the show runs like start drinking coffee. So I'm going to start drinking coffee right away. Get this party started. Then I'm going to look at your comments, and then I'm going to comment on your comments, and I guess that's what passes for constant age. As you can tell, it's warm enough. It's getting warmer here, and barely any need for any clothing at this point. Lena Dorma, where the hell are you? Where it's 8 p.m. That's insane. It was 8 p.m. last night or tonight. What kind of time traveling freak are you? So I assume that I don't know what time zone that is. It's 12 noon or so here on the Eastern Standard Time, Eastern Seaboard, Eastern Coast of the North American continent, where I live. On the Cape Ann Peninsula, a little spit of land that sticks out into the Atlantic Ocean. And on a clear day, on one side, you can look south to Boston, and you can look north all the way up to Maine a little bit. And Silly Nacho Legs, the phony guru, is from Southport, UK. Hello, Southport, UK. It's nice to have an somebody from the UC. So hope things are doing well in UC, which is not to be confused with Auckland. It's UC-land, I guess. And Lan Dormer. We're still waiting to find out where in the hell you are calling us from today. So you be sure to let us know when you get a chance. Alterno V and or Roman numeral 5, of course. It's nice to see you. As always, Rod Weber in the house. Hi, Rod. How are you today? It's wonderful to have you tuning in. I was just thinking of calling you just to have our random occasional chats to see how things are going. Of course, Rod Weber is the prolific filmmaker fellow who I've been collaborating with for years. Made the documentary This is Vermin Supreme, currently unavailable. And, of course, Dumpster Fire 2020, which you can watch for free on Tubi, TUBI.com or some shit. So if you want to watch a documentary and it's rainy out where you are, it's not a beautiful day, and you want to watch a documentary, you should watch Dumpster Fire 2020, rather 2020, The Dumpster Fire. Maybe that's the name of it, Dumpster Fire, whatever. Anyway, I think either one of those will get you there. It's an exciting movie. It's a fun movie. It's all about the past. Where we lived, where we all shared some very special times together. And let us look forward to the special times in the future that we will be experiencing. The scary fun times and the fun and scary times and the difficult but easy times. All depends on your attitude, I guess. So, world going to hell. Nothing new there. Getting worse. About right. I'd like to give a special shout out to the Libertarian National Convention occurring this weekend. I'm not sorry that I'm not there. Some beautiful people that I know and love and who worked on my campaign and that will be friends forever, I hope. and a whole lot of fucking scum. Ha 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 ha! So we are drinking shit. Oh, Rod Webber, 1996 stuff too, in the Vermin time machine, right? Did you see that just on Twitter, that gentleman found a 1996 Rainbow Guide cover that I was on, the 1996 Rainbow Gathering, which I think might have been in Alabama. And I remember when those came in, it was very interesting the way that came about. Traditionally, of course, on the Rainbow Guide covers, there was always like some sort of fanciful artwork or a big group picture. And I was actually the first and maybe only individual to appear on the cover. I was sort of the cover boy that year, and I believe that it was it was political. I believe that I was used, as I am sometimes used. Even back then, I was as a political point. Somebody wanted to make a point, or somebody wanted to annoy or screw with some other people, and the Rainbow Guide crew that year decided to post my likeness and image up there in order to, I believe, annoy some people who didn't like me, which happens. You know, there's different factions in different groups, and some think I'm something that I am, I guess, and they take inspiration for that and support me. And then there are others who dislike what I stand for and don't support me. So the 1996 Rainbow Guide, the crew put me out there, and I believe it was a political move. I still don't understand it to this day. But I do remember sitting at the information booth, and there was like big stacks of these Rainbow Guides with my face on them, and I was sitting there autographing hundreds of them and writing that down. One of 10,000. I made each one a special first edition, and I remember every time somebody pointed out, "Hey, Vermin, you're on the cover of the Rainbow Guide," I would sing this little song. On the cover of the Rainbow Guide, gonna see my picture on the cover, Guide, gonna buy 5 copies for my mother, Rainbow Guide, gonna see my smiling face on the cover of the Rainbow Guide. Hi, Becky.
I just wondered if you wanted me to model your sweatshirt.
Oh, sure, Becky. That would be wonderful. Becky, my lovely wife, has offered to show us, demonstrate, model for us a. I don't even know if it's available anymore, but it's a
limited.
It's a very limited. This
privately contact
us.
It's
the Vermin Supreme 2020 sweatshirt hoodie, right?
Hoodie.
And in this picture is fucking crazy. Check out this picture. There's like the anti-Nazi Vermin. There's old zombie Vermin. Oh, there I am with baby Hitler's head. That's baby Hitler's head. And there's like old Vermin, and there's the younger Vermin. And let's see, there's the Cyber Pony. No. Robo Vermin, and it's the 4 Vermin of the apocalypse, and it's pretty cool. Okay, there's Zombie Vermin. I hope you can see Zombie Vermin, and there's a flying winged monkey.
Very scary.
So
okay, the bidding opens now, starting at $50. The bidding's open, $50.
We're not really having an auction right now, but when we are, I'll let you know for sure, because that is some incredibly crazy. Come back and show the sleeves, Becky. We didn't see the sleeves. Okay, she's gonna take it off. Oh, she's taking it off. Anyway, it's a wonderful, wonderful piece of incredibly rare memorabilia. And when we do have an auction, I'm sure it will fetch a pretty penny. This was produced by Philip Shive, my tour manager. Hope you're doing well down there in the Carolinas. And I'm going to show this to you a little bit better. Okay, so there's the Hitler head, and anti-fascist older Vermin, probably younger than me at this point. There is, I'm not sure which Vermin, and there's Cyber Vermin, Vermin riding a Cyber Pony, and then there is Zombie Vermin, and riding a zombie pony, and you can see that it dangling brains in front of the pony to make it work. So It was really cool. A very semi-famous tattoo artist was actually commissioned. Philip actually paid an artist to make this for this shirt. You can look at his site. It's called fashionabledeath.com. I don't know if it still exists. God damn, I owe Philip a call. Hello, Philip, wherever you are. And of course, I want to show you the sleeve, because the sleeve had these cool teeth on them. The sleeve had these molars. So that was very cool. Currently probably unavailable, but extremely limited edition, which when we have that fundraising auction, I will certainly let y'all know. And maybe we should try that on this. Anyway, I'm Vermin Supreme. It's high noon, ding dong, and we're drinking fucking coffee. And I'd like to thank my lovely co-host, Becky, who only shows up once in a blue moon. And she popped by to show us that amazing hoodie. I have a few long sleeves. I'll have to do the inventory. Hate to part with them, but when I do, rare archival images, much like the 1996 Rainbow Guide, which is definitely a thing. 1996 was a hell of a year. Rod Weber recently came into a vein of video archives from circa 1996 and is seriously contemplating slicing and dicing them all together in some sort of coherent or incoherent narrative about that time, that time capsule in Vermin times. Ugh, Flemish. Okay, I'm going to scroll back down and see what's going on with the comments from the past, you people in the past. All right. I wonder if Lan Dormer has told us where they are from yet. I do not know. Dr. Despacito from Team Shadow Studios advocating Vermin Supreme 24. So that's good. Craig Harris, of course, as always. Craig and Heather, how you doing there? Good to see you. Nathan Bradley, down with shirts, right? I mean, you're in your yard. Why do you need a shirt? Don't even need pants, but I have a pair on. I whatever. Let my hair hang out, not often, but here it is. Alterno V ask in his Alterno V's, and I don't mean to assume your gender, of course. How's it going, friends? Pablo and Brian. Yeah, of course they could do a project on me, and I would love to see it. I would love to get a copy of it, and I would share a copy of it, whether it's a video project or a text project. I just saw Twitter the other day on a tweet that somebody was doing a little their bit that they're doing for their Spanish class is pretending. I think they're pretending to be or acting like a crazed Trump supporter, but for Vermin Supreme. So that's pretty cool. So I hope I can see that one too. So yes, Pablo and Brian, I look forward to your project. And the Wayback Time Machine, Rod Weber. We should go back in the Wayback. You should go back in that Wayback Time Machine on the internet and Google Vermin Supreme. I wonder what would come up in 1996. Probably not a lot, but some. Jurgis Schmorgy, hello. Great name, by the by. And Rod, I'll try and remember to link that thing. I think it's at the top. I think look at my profile. I shared it, and it should be like pretty much right on the top. It was like today or yesterday, so it's right fucking there. Okay, Lou Hammer. There you go. Fuck the Nazis and fuck their empires and all that good stuff. Music. What a great handle. Wow, you are very lucky to have that one. You could probably monetize that and sell it to the highest bidder, or if that's how it works. Anyway, music. When did I first don the boot? First of all, my boot doesn't really have a name, and if I did name my boot, it would probably not be Don. Although, Don the boot has a certain panache to it. It's true. Sounds okay. Don the boot. Well, let me tell you this. first, once again, it goes back to rainbow gathering times. And it was probably around 1991, 1990, right in there, I'm guessing. And I was at a rainbow gathering, and I believe it was in Minnesota. And I was in the parking lot at my car, and it started raining. It was a rainy day, and I happened to have this pair of galoshes that I had picked up at a thrift store or found on the street or something like that. And what I did was I put one on my foot, put one of the galoshes on my foot, and then something inside of me, my brain, I guess, said it would be a good idea if I could put it on my head. I should see if it fit on my head, and I did. I put it on my head, and my foot without the boot got wet, okay, but my head stayed dry. And so there was that. And people had a very positive reaction to it. They liked it. They liked the look. They liked to see it. And so I started to wear it. And I guess 1992 was the first presidential election that I wore it up in New Hampshire during the primaries. And for years, I would only wear it during the primaries and other events, other demonstrations. I would wear different things. I would mix it up, backwards devil mask, fuzzy ears, different weirdness. But of course, in 2012, I got viral famous on the internet with the boot on the head, and ultimately it became synonymous with me, Vermin Supreme. So now it's stuck on my head forever. Some people wonder, is there like a little space alien up there controlling the levers? And of course, the answer is no, no, no. The boot itself is the alien entity that has attached itself to my brain and head and controls my thoughts, words, and emotions. So now you know. The more you know. Star swipe. Oh shit, my coffee's, I'm chatting so hard, my coffee's getting cold. I better swill that shit down. Red Roach, 69. Nice. Hello, Leon Kennedy. How are you? I hope you are well. Okay, 12:33 a.m. Shit, man, where you at, Leon S. Kennedy? Where it's 12:33 a.m. That's early or late, depending on your perspective. And I'm glad you're tuning in. It's midnight, the bewitching hour. Woo! Okay. Lou Hammer asking about if we read about Biden attacking Russia, causing the baby formula shortage. It's all interconnected. Hey, William Bellarose, how are you? It's good to see you. William Bellarose, of course, I believe he reached out randomly to get a cameo for his friend. And if you need a cameo, of course, cameo.com/Vermin Supreme. I will do cameos, short money, $35. I get 3/4 of it. Cameo gets a quarter, and the proceeds go to the VerminSupremeInstitute.com, where we don't do much, but we do a few little things here and there. And I guess, I don't know, I feel a little embarrassed by it sometimes because we're just not that active, but it has potential. It's got the potential, and we do throw money to our little garage food pantry project in Texas from time to time. So, I mean, it is a thing. I think people might think it's a bigger thing than it is, much like me. You know, I mean, I'm just me, but people think that I'm a bigger thing sometimes, for what it's worth. And, you know, that's cool. It's all a matter of perspective. It's all a matter of illusion. And it's an illusion that I have helped create. So, it's, yeah. Okay. Let's see. Going back. Okay. Lou Hammer again with baby formula. Okay. With the bit of the theory, sunflower oil. And of course, Ukraine, major importer of sunflowers. And yeah, whatever. I believe it. I mean, I don't disbelieve it, but I probably, a lot has to do with that factory that got closed down for contaminating and killing babies. Oopsie. And anybody know any good dead baby jokes? Back when I was a young person, dead baby jokes were like quite a thing. That's what passed for sick humor. These days, there's a lot of horrible, horrible humor and people making jokes and 4chans and 8chans and horrible and white and fucking people using memes as to say horrible things and show horrible things. But back in my day, bad dark humor was like dead baby jokes were like the pinnacle of it. And I think I remember the only one that I really remember, and everybody should Google up dead baby jokes because in this time now more than ever, especially during the abortion debates, if you drop a few dead baby jokes into the threads, I bet you'll get a laugh. So what's the difference between a truckload of bowling balls and a truckload of dead babies? Okay, that's the question. That's the riddle. All right, I'm going to ask it again. What's the difference between a truckload of bowling balls and a truckload of dead babies? And the answer is you can use a pitchfork to unload the dead baby truck. Good God. Yeah, but there was a lot of them. They were pretty sick humor. But now sick humor has been all politicized. Unfortunately, I think that's the difference. That sick humor has been politicized, whereas before it used to be fairly not a political thing and not a political tactic, shall we say. Whereas before, sick humor was simply a way to deal with terrible things, much like I mean I remember that after the Challenger blew up, there's all the dead teachers in space jokes, and a lot of sick humor is indeed people trying to process tragedy and unthinkable things. Other times it's just for sheer entertainment. But I do believe that it has been politicized in recent years. Thank you, fucking internet. Another thing that's made our lives better and worse at the same time. All right, Logan Fleckenstein, thank you very much. This is a wonderful tooth tie. This is the original tooth tie that appeared in the 2012 video. I still have it. It's filthy. I got one just like it. You can get them online if you type in dental or teeth neckties and you search around a bit. You could have a tie just like this. So thank you very much for noticing. Let's see. Craig Harris say Vermin did not choose the boot chose Vermin, and that's so very true. Pinnacle, do you do regular heroic doses of LSD? When I was a kid, when I was young, much younger, that was enough. It did the trick. It reset my brain to the point where here I am. Now, maybe there was some other negative things that it did, but I don't know. It's hard to say. Let's see. Lou Hammer asking if I was POTUS right now, how would you ensure America never had a baby food shortage ever again? I'd say by getting rid of the babies, I guess. If there were no babies, there wouldn't be no baby food shortage. So along the lines of, I guess, executing all Americans until we achieve proper pony equity, because of course many people point out there just aren't that many ponies in the world or America for each American to get one. So I propose that we execute all Americans until that equals out. I suppose the same could be said of bringing the baby population down to where there was enough formula for all. So I guess that's some of that dark humor that I was talking about. And well, that's the other day. No, dark. Okay, I take it back. Because dark humor has indeed been used for political purposes from time immemorial. And of course, I'm reminded by Jonathan Swift, the great satirist, the author of Gulliver's Travels, who also wrote A Modest Proposal, which in his tract, A Modest Proposal, suggested eating Irish babies to alleviate their famine. And that is, of course, terrible. But it's sick humor that was proffered in the service of political commentary. So I stand corrected, and I'm glad I was able to self-auto-correct there, if you will. Let's see. Nolan 412. Yeah. Google it up. Dead baby jokes. And of course, there was that wonderful Alice Cooper song, "Dead babies can't take things off the shelves." Dead babies will take care of themselves. Well, no one loved you anyway. La 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 la. Dead Babies by Alice Cooper off the Killer album, I believe. And if you don't know that particular song by Alice Cooper, that was one of his sick humor songs, I guess, that really frightened the parents of America. Dead babies can't take care of themselves. Oh, lovely tune, disturbing lyrics. I remember reading an interview where Michael Bruce, the guitarist, is a member of his band was like, "Oh yeah, we work out all these rockin' tunes, and then Alice puts all these fucking stupid, weird lyrics on them." Okay, let's see. Scott Thompson asking, "Am I live?" Fuck yes. Last I checked, my pulse is ticking, my heart's going all good. Okay, let's see. Anthony Bradbury. Hey, Anthony Bradbury. Anthony Bradbury, of course, glass maker, glass artist, glass blower, I guess, and of course, the maker of the Vermin Supreme glassware pipes that are available at verminsupreme.com/shop. If you need a pipe that looks like Vermin Supreme, or some other Vermin Supreme merchandise, go to verminsupreme.com/shop, and you too can help pay the bills on the Vermin Supreme infrastructure for what it's worth. And I guess it's worth something. Once again, Scott Thompson, this is not pre-recorded, it's live, it's being recorded right now. But don't get any stupid ideas of doing anything stupid, because I'll bounce your ass out, mother. Oops. Shit. Okay, let's see. 2 in the morning, where Scott Thompson is. Where you at, Scott Thompson? Where is that? Where are you? Jack Tinker. Hello, Jack Tinker. It's nice to see you. Thanks for coming by. Let's see. Scrolling right along. Okay. Oh, people want to know if I'm live to probably bring in some fucking stupid mob scene. Okay. Well, that's nothing new there. I've had troll mobs before, occasionally amusing, often offensive. But we'll cut it. We'll just dump it right out. Blue Hammer. Let's see. I would nationalize the factory, ensure the U.S. farmers were properly incentivized to grow our own grains. Yeah, okay, sure, that'll work. I guess, if you don't want to kill a bunch of babies. I mean, Jesus, I don't know. I think killing a bunch of babies might be easier than that. But nonetheless, okay. Craig Harris with a dead baby joke. How do you get 100 babies into a bucket? With a blender. Okay. Oh, Red Roach asking if what one's worse, 100 dead babies nailed to one tree, or one dead baby nailed to 100 trees. Oh! Pinochle asking about the LSD thing. Not anymore, kid. Be careful with it. There's a lot of stupid bunk drugs out there. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Craig Harris asking some other question about how do you get the babies out of the bucket? With Doritos. Oh, jeez. Okay. How do you get 100 babies into a bucket? In a blender. How do you get them out? Doritos. Oh, shit. Wow, we're up to the 30-minute mark, halfway through. So the first half of the hour, we drink the coffee, which has gone cold, but I've got cream in my coffee, so it's okay. I am a meme. My name is Vermin Supreme. I am a meme. I take my coffee with cream. True. That's autobiographical song that I wrote. It's on the internet. Look it up. All right, Nolan 412, racking his brain for dead baby jokes. Heather B. Or not to be. Okay. Okay. Damien Demian McKinley, pinnacle of grossness with salad fingers and two girls in the cup. Google them up. I'm not familiar with them, and I probably won't, but I'll take your word for it. They're gross. Okay, Heather B getting on the dead baby joke train here. Milking babies, baby milk, like dead baby milk. Okay, Demon McKinley with okay, doesn't that? Jack Tinker, yes, thank you very much for your latest poetry book called Two Women. I believe I saw the cover. I think that's a T.O. woman, right? Correct. And I look forward to it. It's undoubtedly a sequel to My Penis. Okay. Scott Thompson from Australia. Good day, mate. Put another shrimp on the Barbie. Okay. Nolan 412 asking why I'm not speaking at the World Economic Forum because they have not invited me as usual. Rod Weber talking about punching up or down. Here's a funny little thought though. You know, a lot of those fucking dickhead motherfuckers who are like, are punching down because they're talking, slagging on fucking LBGT folks or whatever. I got a theory that they think they're punching up because they are such fucking losers. I'm not saying it makes it right, but that's a little bit of a. What do you think of that theory? Uh, that sort of makes. I mean, that's what I was thinking the other day. It's like these assholes think they're punching up. Oh, because they are fucking so. Talking about cold pressing babies to get baby and dry their and grind for baby powder, making actual baby powder out of babies, which is better than asbestos. Um, let's see. Toad Ranger asking about amphibians, salamanders, frog, toad doings. The peepers are still peeping. It's slowing down now that you mention it, but the peeper frogs are still doing them. Heather B, better to eat them yourself. And of course, in one of my early campaign pamphlets, circa 87, I guess it was, I had a little line about using dead baby using aborted fetuses to feed the hungry, actually. So it was a callback to Jonathan Swift. William Bellaros in Portsmouth, Rhode Island, very close by, not too far at all. Australia, Shane Hirsch, 2:30 a.m. or p.m. I don't know. I don't care, but I'm glad that you're gone in here. And back to those folks in Australia. I was invited to attend a conference in Australia. And they were going to fly me, but I just started thinking, well, that's a lot of trouble and work for just to go there for a weekend, right? Sydney, and it's a libertarian conference. So, two strike. Dead puppies aren't much fun. That's very true. Very true. They are. You can, I mean, you can poke them with a stick, but I mean, that only goes so far. Am I right, people? All right. I'm going to sip a little water. Okay. Cat meow meow. Hi, how you doing? Still looking forward to that aria that you said you'd make, even if it was only 10 seconds long that we could loop forever. Okay, William Bellaros, thank you. Happy Memorial Day to you and yours. Hopefully, thoughts and memories of all those who died in the service of the state. Let's remember them, I guess. For Nolan 412. I hope this is a joke. What did they serve at Bohemian Grove? Look forward to the answer. One, Newfoundland, little below. What Colorado? So, I don't know where you're from. Where you're from, little below that. That's confused. Pinnacle, sorry, we've stopped talking about that. We're talking about more happier things. Happier things. Rod Weber has an art show going on. Throw in the link if you want there, Rod Weber, and people can check that out. That's here in Massachusetts. Fetus art, which is always a whole lot of fun. crucifixes. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. Check it out. It's waddle waddle whack time. Oh, waddle waddle whack time. That's right, Nolan 412, because Nolan 412 knows that the magic words waddle whack time, that's the when we whack the waddle. So I hope you're all whacking the waddle there. Whacking it. Heather, salad fingers. Okay, old animation. Poof, Colorado. Okay. Okay. All right. I guess it's time. Hi, everybody. It's me, Vermin Supreme. Glass Vermin. Glass Vermin who talks like this. Available at verminsupreme.com/shop. And you too can have your very own Anthony Bradbury glass pipe. Beautiful pipe, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's look in the hole, because I know we like to look in the pipe hole to see what's going on. Because it looks like some really, I guess literally it is stained glass. It's a beautiful piece of stained glass. Stained with fucking resins. Oh, look, I see a little F like Facebook, and I see that pumped up Doge dog. See it? See it right in the middle? He's all pumped up and flexing his muscles, and there's the F. And I think there's a little space alien there, and all sorts of things. And once again, every stained glass is different. You know, when you get your own Vermin Supreme pipe and you smoke the weed out of it, it will look different. Results not guaranteed. And let's look in the, oh, there we go. We're looking in the feet. This is the carburetor hole. It looks like a little lava infested, I don't know. Use your imaginations. And also, speaking of waddle whacking, I saw today was also Lansden or something. It hashtagged something, orgy or something, and apparently there's this thing where this sex toy manufacturer has all these sex toys, dildos, and things you stick on your thing, and apparently they're radio controlled or electronically automated, and everybody does it at the same time. Apparently everybody's like, whoa, getting vibrated to orgasms simultaneously. Worth noting. Anyway, let's look more in that hole, just because it's pretty cool. And if you want to take a screenshot and call it an NFT and send me some of the proceeds, you do that. You fucking do that. I bet you didn't know I was a little Flemish, but I am. Okay. Gonna smoke a little bit of this dispensary weed, just because I happen to have a little bit in my pipe. So there, that's just the way it is. Gonna do that. Yes, I am. All right, smoke them if you got them, people. It's time to get high. High noon with Vermin Supreme, people. Here we go. Remember, the feet are the carburetor. You put the weed in my belly, and you suck on my Red Roach. That's the cue. And here we go. Nice. Oh, yeah, that's some good stuff. All right. Hey, BTT Stratosphere. He's laughing his ass off, so I think something must have struck him or her as funny. Abraham Lincoln in the house, America's 16th president, I think. Thanks a lot for your service. How did you enjoy the, other than that, how did you enjoy the play? Heather B does not have a waddle to whack. I'm sorry to hear that. But maybe you can stretch it. Nah, no, I won't be talking like that. Thank you. Let's see here. Leanne Dormer. Oh, that's crosstalk, so that's okay. It's time. No, wait on back. Ding, 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 ding. Yes. Ha. Ah, ah. Okay. LOS, loss. Thanks for popping in on the comment section. Those of you who are lurking, please feel free to say hi and let us know where you're from and stuff, and I'll say hi back to you because that kills time and gives me something to do. That's the show. Welcome once again to the show where I kill time looking for something to do. Stretch it. Yeah, you know, stretch the lips. If you stretch your lips, and I hear you can do that with weights. So you attach weights to all right, and just like that, right? Wow. Must be some decent weed. Must be some sativa, man. That was pretty fun. I could probably come up with a tune. All right. Ah. I'll come up with the right song, or I'll take requests. I don't know if I know the song that you're asking. Whoa. Okay. Red Roach asking me, telling me, informing me that he or she, come to think of it, has made me part of a Dungeon and Dragon game, which is cool, asking me what my favorite colors are. And yes, they are. My favorite colors are the ones that are imperceptible to the human eyes that only other beings can see. I mean, I like all the colors that humans can see, but I so much like the ones that we cannot. And woohoo! All right, we're having fun now. That's the one tie trick. If you wear neckties, if you wear neckties at home or at a necktie event, this is a little thing that I developed. That's sort of fun, or it's a thing. It's a thing. And so la la la, and you're just sort of casually talking, and so you fold the tie in half, and then you keep it in your hand, and then you start rolling it. Okay, and so you roll it, you roll it, you roll it, but you just do it casually, like when you're talking. It's like, well, the way I think about things is like this, and then you hold it like this, and you get it as if you're gonna, you're flicking it. So you flick it right in their face. Oh wow, Jack, got to send us a link to that article. Jack, down in the Baltimore suburbs of Baltimore, has gone with the No Mow May. Apparently, in May, there's an organization that doesn't want you to mow your lawns for the betterment of the environment, which is a great idea. And a lot of people are proponents of making gardens in your yards instead of gardens. And of course, the fact be told, lawns are a terrible environmental catastrophe. They require all sorts of chemicals to maintain, and gasoline to maintain and mowing, and just all these. They're just natural plants. Many people are into this whole more natural native species to replace the lawns, or food crops, or any of those things are much better than the manicured grass lawn that you might see on the golf course being the pinnacle of. However, be that as it may, my friend Jack is getting jacked up by the city because his neighbors complained. I assume because it's always the fucking neighbors, isn't it? Because the city don't care until the neighbors complain. So anyway, he's got this beautiful lawn. It's like this nice slope hill, and he let it grow. He let it grow, and apparently it's growing pretty well, and it's close to 20 inches high, almost knee high by July, as they say, which is always a good thing. And apparently the city has an ordinance or a law or something going on there on the books that says you gotta mow your fucking lawn or keep it under a reasonable height. And what was that? What was the reasonable height there? They allow you 12 inches, 18 inches, 6 inches. I don't know. But the city, the state is dictating that you cut your fucking lawn. And if you don't cut their fucking lawn, God knows what could happen. Well, in addition to fining you $200 a day, my friend Jack didn't mow his lawn, and this fucking city inspector clown came by and left paperwork on his door, and they fined citizens for not mowing their lawn $200 a day. Now, I guess there's arguments to be made. Of course, there's always like, oh, well, rats or something or blah. But that's just crazy that the state can tell you to mow your fucking lawn or they're going to fine your ass. And I imagine that if you, don't pay the fines, then it turns into this whole chain of events where they come in to arrest you with the guns and the police and seize your house and all that shit could, from not cutting your grass. So good luck to you, Jack. And I look forward to seeing that in the newspaper. And I hope that you do what makes you feel right. I mean, because, you get pretty righteously angry about things like that. The injustice of, what do you mean, who are you to tell me to mow my fucking lawn? But on the other hand, you got to weigh it like, can I afford $200 a fucking day, motherfuckers? I guess it's one of those things like, Trump. If you can afford it, who cares? Or the corporations that are like, oh, I'm going to dump toxic chemicals. Oh, little fine. Oh, sorry. Antitrust violation. Go ahead, fine me. It's in the business plan. Because these corporations, they have that sort of bullshit in their financial plans. It's like, oh, we will violate the law because the fucking fines are pittance to us. But to your average or poor person, these fines are very intensive. It impacts our personal economies. So that's my rant for the day. And I guess I should smoke more weed. Okay. This is a good show. Mow your lawn or gonna shoot your dog. That's about the size of it, isn't it, Anthony? Yeah, Jack. I hope you don't have to pay the fine on that. And you should definitely look into, the alternative ground covering, or do a little research and just see what you can and cannot grow on your lawn, because it's a pretty sunny spot. And I bet it would be pretty kick-ass fucking garden, just fucking, just start growing shit there. See how the city likes that. Hopefully a lot better. I guess it probably depends whether it's pretty flowers or vegetables. I bet if you planted pretty flowers, people would like it. But if you start planting vegetables, it would be like, what the fuck's going on there? Let's see. Korea. My from Korea. Hello, Korea. I imagine it's probably south, because north, I don't know if this show appears in North Korea. I hope it does, but I have my doubts. But what do I know? I'm a stupid American who doesn't know a lot about the world. My from Korea in the house. Thank you very much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. That's very, very exciting. Wish I had some Korean tidbits. If you got any good Korean tidbits, you be sure to let me know. Maybe we can whack every time somebody tells me where they're from. I'll whack the waddle. All right, Korea in the house. Oh, Australia. Welcome. That's gonna be my new thing. Hope you like it. Let me know. Red Roach, I'm a he, and I know we know each other in real life a little bit there. Red, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure we rainbow and shit and all that. So yeah, no, thanks for getting back to me. Scrolling back a little bit here, catch up on all the latest tuner-inners who have probably tuned out by now. because that's the way it is. People watch it for a few minutes and then skip over to something else, and they're busy people. BTT, this guy is a Looney Tunes character. Okay, thank you. Super infrared, perfect. Anthony Bradbury, that is true. Necktie would be very useful in a tourniquet situation, just in case. Yes, Heather B. Tourniquets, true. Tourniquet spelling. I'm gonna call you on that. I'm not sure. I think there's an O in there. I think you meant tourniquets. Tourniquets. Um, yeah, Abraham Lincoln, armed neighbors, perfect code enforcement officers. Well, that's not the argument that pro-gun folks make about their guns. We need our guns so we can enforce our will on our neighbors. I wonder if that would fly. That would be pretty good. Well, we need our guns so that we can enforce our will upon our neighbors. Yeah, skip the middleman. Who needs the police? Fuck the police. FTP. Wow, I would write that one up. That's like almost a policy position. That's somebody try and remind me of that one. Send me that one on a Twitter message, okay? Because I don't know if I'll remember that, but I like that extension. 3 inches? The county wants Jack to cut his grass at 3 inches. That's insane. But on the other hand, it's fighting such a stupid thing is fucking a lot of fucking trouble. But jeez, I can't imagine if I had to mow my lawn. That would be fucked. Yeah. Oh, Abraham Lincoln talking about mint keeps spiders back from the house, but on the other hand, spiders get the other insects, and spiders are cool. Overgrow the government. Right on, Anthony. Oh, Jesus, Anthony Battery. Hey, could you do me a favor, Anthony? Would you? Are we on Twitter or on the face? Just send me that phrase. I'm gonna steal it. I won't credit you or anything. I'll just put it out on Twitter as an update and see how it does. That'd be cool. That would be cool. Okay. I have a request from from Korea. Please sing the Vermin song. Okay. Let me have another puff here, please. Oh, jeez. We haven't even smoked out of the glass Vermin head hatchet version pipe thing. That's right. Available on verminsupreme.com/shop. Right here. Right here. You could have that, I think. And you can definitely have one of me. I'm Glass Vermin. And I'm Glass Vermin. I'm Glass Vermin full body. And I'm Glass Vermin just the head. And you can smoke out of each of these exciting Vermin Supremes. Ooh. What? Oh, this is a game we play where you have to keep an eye on the real vermin. Okay, which one's the real me? You have to pick. Anyway, verminsupreme.com/shop. You can get your own fucking Vermin Supreme pipes. Cameo.com/Vermin Supreme. You need a motherfucking cameo from Vermin Supreme. Got the weed in the pipe. I'd like to point out, of course, the carburetor hole right there. And angled just perfectly so you don't burn your fingers when, excuse me. Ooh. Ah, yes, of course. Thank you, Mai from Korea. Occasionally, once again, it's a Vermin Supreme thing, so that means sometimes you have to sit through literally a long time, hours, before I actually do something exciting or amusing. But when I do, all hell breaks loose. It's fun. It's a fun way to riff, I guess. Okay, gonna smoke a little bit more, and then we'll sing that song from Mai from Korea. I smoke weed and I kill. No, I smoke weed and I smoke grass. If you don't like it, kiss my ass. That's a very short little song. It's more of a cadence, I guess, that you might march to. Sound off 420. I smoke weed and I smoke grass. If you don't like it, kiss my ass. Sound off 420. 420. Okay. Little Marshall, but okay. Maya in Korea? Not really. Or not. I don't consider myself a comedian. I've never thought of myself as a comedian. I've never attempted to do comedy at comedy clubs. Always felt the interaction, the situation, having the audience pay, make me laugh, audience paying to laugh. It was always a little weird to me, and I've certainly worked nightclubs and colleges, and I do things from the stage where I make people laugh. But I don't think I'm a comedian. I'm more of a performance artist, maybe. People like to call me that. Or clown. I identified as clown. Some people like to use the cultural appropriation terms, Hioka or Loki or whatever to describe what I'm doing. Maybe jester. Um, I don't want to get too self-reflective about it, but in terms of comedian, no, I'm not a comedian. I would definitely say not. Korea, well, I would love to come to Korea sometime. I would love to see Korea. I would love to tour in Korea. Of course, I would probably need a translator, and I don't know if there's enough American listeners or speakers or understanders to do a successful tour. One time I was in a Dutch comedy club, and it was really almost made my head explode. It was so painful because I could not understand a word of the language, but I realized that when they started wildly gesticulating, that was people would laugh. So that was a cue, and it was a cognitive dissonance. What it was, I felt like my brain was completely broke because it was like you were the only person there whose brain is like so different that you can't understand what they're saying. It's like, and they're all laughing. It was weird. David Marlin. Good question. Good to see you. If you could travel through time and had the opportunity to try and direct any American president down a different path, who and why? Wow. No idea. Wow. I mean, no, it's a great question. I have to really think about it because there's so many darn presidents, 40 of them, and they were all terrible and horrible, who did an occasional decent thing. So, wow. Ask me next week. I'll have to not think about that for a week and then maybe come back to it. Okay, so Korea. In Korea, if you want to start a side chat or talk to your friends, I'll tell you this. If you make a GoFundMe or something like that, or if you find like crazy rich people who want to see me in Korea, that could work. Let's try and get me and my wife over there, though, and have a little tour, so it could be a little while. That's the thing. Australia, the folks in Australia wanted me to fly in for their conference in mid-July, but they're just going to pay my airplane ticket. And when I think about it, it's like it would be fun to go to Sydney. I mean, it's very nice that they wanted me, cared for me enough to try and make that happen. So that, that's very affirming. But ultimately, just the fact that it's just for a weekend, and the fact that it would be, in the air, flying approximately the same time that you'd be on the ground there, and not getting, paid for it, if you will, because I do paid events. Of course I do that. Not a lot, but in the past I have. And the fact it was a libertarian convention. Well, anyway, so I'm going to have to decline that offer and honor, because it's an offer and an honor, and all of that night he was on her and offer, not to be confused with Offner from Nonviolent Communication textbooks. I see we're up at the 60-minute mark. I haven't even given you any affirmations or platitudes or any of those things, and I guess I should be signing my ass off because it's a beautiful day out and I've got fucking things to do, as you do. Maya in Korea, I do not. Drop me a line through Twitter or Facebook if you want to continue the conversation, as with anybody. If you have any interesting offers, cameo.com/Vermin Supreme if you want to have me do a cameo for you. verminsupreme.com/shop if you want to buy some merchandise from me. Patreon.com/Vermin Supreme if you want to kick me down a few bucks a month, because it goes towards the basic general infrastructure upkeep, servers and crap like that, that keeps my name in the news. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. I hope you have a wonderful week. I hope to see you next week, every Saturday at high noon. Eventually we'll be switched to Twitch, which will be a lot of fun, and all the other things, and Facebook, Twitter, blah, blah, blah. So, thanks for coming today. High noon, Vermin Supreme. And, yeah, part of fitting words. I'll use these words from Abraham Lincoln. I'd like to give you an Abraham Lincoln quote to close the show. Remember the things in memory that remind us of memorable things, that bring back memories of things worth commemorating. And I think that since this is Memorial Day, that's really appropriate as we remember those whose lives ended, got killed, murdered by opposing military forces who were suckered into serving the interests of the state for military intervention. And may there be no more dead soldiers or military personnel. And like that. You know, that's sort of my thoughts and wish. And let us all re-up our commitment to ending war. Let us all end the wars. Let's all stop the wars. Let's not fund the wars. And do what we can as individuals and collectively to help heal those who have been hurt by the wars. And if you are a veteran of war or a military personnel currently involved in war, or if you experienced terrible traumatic things or somewhat traumatic things, I am sorry for your losses. I am sorry for the losses of your friends, if you've lost friends in combat and in war situations. And I hope that you are okay, and I'm glad that you've made it home, or that I hope that you do make it home, if you are serving anywhere. And that don't be ashamed or frightened to seek the help that you need to heal, because as you know, many people suffer from post-traumatic stress, and it's you know, it's worth finding out how to talk to the therapist and the groups of people. You know, there's like group therapy, people who know it, people who've been there, and people who've experienced similar things, and you talk that shit out, and maybe somebody guides you into how to overcome it. So, thank you very much. And I guess this was since we went over, and it's one of the longer ones, it was a very special Memorial Day weekend. Korea needs me. Vermin Supreme for Emperor of Korea, or President. I guess y'all got a president now. And so if you want to, hey, I'll tell you what, from Korea, if you want to translate my works, my campaign promises into Korean, that would be very cool. Very helpful. It would help with that outreach. If Korea does need me, it would be great to have some of my campaign literature or shit in Korean. So feel free to reach out to me. Like I say, Facebook or Twitter. I don't communicate through this YouTube really often. I don't know if people can mail me things. Oh, God Emperor! I would love to be your God Emperor. That's wait a minute. No. Oh, that Imperium. Wow, Imperium highlights. There's somebody hired me to do a cameo for their game night. It was the Imperium fun thing. Anyway, I gotta get the fuck out of here. I I don't want to chat all day. I don't want to hold you up. I don't want to keep you from doing things that are more important. And you can vote, and you can vote for president if you want to. I was pretending to brush my teeth.